Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new free Legends Pass monster, Chuckle Muckel. This monster, what can I say? A lot of people are anticipating this monster, hint hint, because this monster is completely free to play and has the anticipation trait. And so, of course, I want to give a huge thanks to SocialPoint for giving me this monster, all the cells I need to rank this monster to rank 5, all the food I need to feed this monster, and any gems I use will be reimbursed. So let's go ahead and speed that up. And here we have Chuckle Muckel. It looks adorable as a little baby. Let's go ahead and place this monster, and let's see Chuckle Muckel's ultimate attack. Alright, it looks like a Pokemon to me. And she disappears, and she comes back, and she just attacks everyone. Alright, some sort of AoE ultimate. Alright, Chuckle Muckel, let's see what you have. This fairy arrived through the Cosmic's portal to grace and protect all monsters. When they're little and lose a milk tooth, Chuckle Muckel comes while they're asleep and collects it. Oh, it's a tooth fairy monster! She uses it to study their DNA and finds the best way to protect them, and they grow up, when they grow up and go into battle. Oh, cool, yeah, so by the Monster Legends lore, you can tell this is a supportive monster. A lot of times the nature monster does tend to be a little more on the supportive end, as do light monsters. But let's see. Let's talk stats. We have a power stat of 7304. Guys, this is actually the lowest power stat of all the cosmic monsters. If I just scroll through all of them, yeah, 7304, that is just absolutely the lowest power stat. So we officially have the weakest monster in terms of power. But who knows, because skills and everything, support monsters are a huge influence on the game. The life stat is 71,479. This is actually the second lowest life stat, tied with Rasulka, a new recently released monster as well. The only two monsters that have a lower life stat than Chuckle's 71,479 are Henrich and Kaguya, another recently released monster. Again, I can scroll through them and you can see that for yourself. Yeah, see? Henrich with 69,000. So okay, so far we have the lowest power stats, a pretty low life stats, but that speed stat, 5951, is the third fastest speed stat in the game. It's tied with that of Slugazoid and Tabor, the Team Race monster. The only two monsters that are faster than this speed stat are Ignis, who's currently the fastest monster in the game, and then Lindworm. So okay, overall, good speed stat. And then, of course, you can already see in the trait, Anticipation. Unranked, so as soon as you get this monster, you have Anticipation. This helps because we've been getting a lot more extra turners, right? You know, of course we have the ET monsters. Even if you go back to the Mythic era, you have the Nightingale, you have the Nor, you have those monsters. In this Cosmic era, we have Thunder Kong, and no one else comes to mind that really focuses on extra turns as attacking. But we recently got, who did we recently get? We recently got Undead Mr. Beast, right? He's in the Golden Legends Pass. He has 2 extra turn skills. You have Lindworm, who can turn transfer. You have, so having access to this Anticipation, being able to get a turn in, even when the enemy turn transfers or does an extra turn skill, especially if they're faster than you, that might be huge depending on the skill set. At rank 1, you also have Hardened, so 20% of the time you don't get hit with negative effects, and then at rank 3, you also get Immune to Control as a status caster. So even if the enemy is faster than you, right, I always like to use Blackfeather as an example since he's fast and can possess. Hey, as long as you have your trade up, your status caster rank 3, you can't get denied. If you're facing a Lindworm, look at the counter against Lindworm. Lindworm can transform you into a baby if you have your rank 3 Immune to Control, and if he turn transfers, you have Anticipation. So I've been mentioning this over and over again, where there's, right now, I personally think there is a good balance between monsters countering each other. You know, we get a monster like Lindworm, but then you get a monster with Anticipation, Immune to Control, and it kind of counters, right? Even like Undead Mr. Beast. Undead Mr. Beast is Immune to Control, has 0 cooldown skills, so there's like this kind of countering that's going on. So trait-wise, I really like Chuckle Muckel. The thing I would have liked to see more is a higher life stat with supportive monsters. The speed stat, I think because this monster has Anticipation, I don't think speed stat would have mattered that much. Although the cool thing about having a fast stat and being faster than most monsters is in a team build, you can give this monster like 3 team speed, you can give your attacker team speed, and you know you're going to go before your attacker, so then you can work your magic and do whatever you have to. And I will say it's a good addition with that Immune to Control, because if you're in a situation, maybe this monster, I'm assuming this monster is going to have a cleansing skill. If the enemy, right, Blackfeather goes first and tries to deny you, and you ruin yourself to go second in the turn order, you can maybe cleanse. So we'll see about that before I make any claims. The ultimate attack, how do you say that? Hamaspiko, removes all negative effects and gives 100% life and stamina to all allies. Removes positive effects from enemies, disables traits. Cool. It's like a full support move with your team, and then a full, not denied, but a full like negative against the enemy, right? You're removing any buffs they have, and then you trade disable as well, while your whole team got a fresh restart like you're first going into battle. That's pretty cool. But alright, Chuckle, let's see what you have. And as I mentioned, I already renamed my Chuckle Muckel to Celebi because to me this reminds me of Celebi from Pokemon. So let's go ahead and feed up all the way to level 100. So my plan right now is I'm going to feed this up, I'm going to do the introductory, and then once the new PvP season resets, that's when I'm going to take this monster out into PvP, because I believe when the season resets and everyone goes back to the same trophy amount, I'm going to be able to take on the high level 150 monster. So hopefully I'm right about that. So with that being said, let's take a look at these skills. Fairy of Many Names. Deals modern nature damage, removes all control effects from our allies. Okay, yeah, I'm remembering this monster from when I did a sneak peek on this monster. So this I'm actually not too much of a fan of, because you remove control status effects. I wish you would have instead been able to apply immune to control, and I do believe you have a skill later on. But I will say, this is one thing I was not expecting, a 0 cooldown skill. So even if you battle a monster that can activate your cooldowns, hey, you can remove control skills. Now, you might be wondering, Armor, when does that help you out? Good question, right? The best I can think of is an ultimate that does like a Mega Possession plus a cooldown activation. So you would be able to get rid of the Mega Possession, but unfortunately you'd still be hit with CDA. But it is nice that you have a skill that can work if you were to get hit with CDA. So keep this in mind. Tooth Fairy deals moderate nature damage to one enemy, removes all tortures from all allies. So this could actually come in handy because it is a 0 cooldown torture. So once again, if you get hit with CDA and the enemy is applying a bunch of tortures against you, it's nice that you have a skill that can just cleanse the torture away on 0 cooldown. So these skills are going to be usable depending on the situation, depending on who you're facing. Once again, this monster has anticipation. So this monster gives me more of like Hornet vibes than another anticipation, right? Like, you know, Hardy's a anticipation attacker. This monster is more on the support end. And let's see. Heals allies by 35%, applies life regen to allies. I actually like this because it is a quick 35% heal and then life regen on top of that. Watch out for those reverse healing monsters that rely on that mechanic. Applies damage boost precision, life regen to one ally. Also 0 cooldown, so we're getting a lot of monsters to counter CDA. I think SocialPoint realized that they released way too much CDA monsters. You know, Henrich, Kodama come to mind, Siamese still being a monster I see often. So then they're like, let's add some 0 cooldown skills, because we've seen it with Mr. Beast, we've seen it with Iguanazar even, a lot of 0 cooldown skills. So I don't like this too much. The thing that would have changed this skill is if it could have also done a remove negative effects, because a lot of times your monsters have negative effects, so you need to cleanse that before applying any buffs. So right now, I would say none of these really seem that usable except for the 35% heal and life regen. And then again, these are really situational depending on the battles. Alright, let's see. Deals low nature damage to one enemy, applies immunity to torture to our allies, blocks all damage except this is a fantastic ultimate, great support ultimate. Immune to torture for your whole team, and then you can only take damage from the fire elements for one turn. So if the enemy does not have a fire-based monster, you know you can protect your monster. So why is this so good? Again, this is the 3rd fastest monster in the game, tied with Tabora and Slugazoid. So this monster, assuming you go first or second in the turn order, you would be able to activate this and protect your team from the enemy attacker, right? How many times have you ran into a Bombeta Vanoss base where, oh my gosh, you have to deal with Bombeta before attacking Vanoss, but you don't get to attack Vanoss before he attacks, then he hits you with his Pierce mechanic, right? Well, don't worry anymore because you can activate your Pyrophobic Shield. Now Vanoss, like, to his benefit, he does have a fire-based attack, but he won't be able to do his AoE metal-based attack that dazes you. Well, he will be able to, but it won't deal any damage. So this is a really great counter against strong enemy attackers. So keep that in mind. And again, because you have immune to control at the start of the battle, if you get this monster to rank 3, which the way SocialPoint does the free-to-play Legends Pass monster, you might be able to over time, this could be a really good skill to counter getting killed, OTK'd from the enemy attackers. Let's see what else we have. Deals moderate nature damage to one enemy, applies immune to control to allies. There's our immune to control. That's very nice. Again, 3rd fastest monster in the game. You can start off with immune to control for your whole team, and even if they got hit with the control, you can cleanse that away, so that is super nice. And see what else we have. Fairy Mouse deals low nature damage to one enemy, removes all negative effects from all allies, requires cooldown. Okay, this is a team cleansing skill like I mentioned. The cool thing about this, actually, let's go back to this. I just thought of one thing. If you are battling a strong attacker that does the ET skill, you can protect your whole team with Pyrophobic Shield, and it doesn't matter that they use the ET skill. You know, off the top of my head, I'm thinking the previous Legends Pass monster, Daigao. Daigao does his Evil Legion Hater. He can now deal triple damage against your Bombeta or whoever it may be, right? Your Lindworm, whoever it may be. And then you activate that Pyrophobic Shield. Sorry, he can't do his Cosmic Grab. It's going to deal 0 damage. So really great counter. Really strong skill against just the fact that you have anticipation, and then you can do that Pyrophobic Shield. That's really good. Going back to this, it's a cleansing, so situation where the enemy does an ET skill or something, you can just cleanse and protect your team or any negative effects they may have. And then deals low nature damage to one enemy, removes positive effects from one enemy. Okay, attack an enemy, removes positive effects, applies cooldown protection. Oh yeah, so you do have cooldown protection. So again, given that this is the third fastest monster in the game, in terms of offense, assuming all things were equal, you would actually be able to go first in the turn order and just cooldown protection your whole team. So with this monster, you can give immunity to control to your whole team. You can give immunity to cooldown activation for your whole team. Immunity to torture with this skill. No, this just removes torture. Okay, so not immune to torture. Wait, this one's immune to torture. Yeah, you actually have torture immunity, control immunity, cooldown immunity. And then you have a team cleansing skill. This is the ultimate support monster. You also have a life regen skill if you want. All the decisions you will have to make. I think it goes without saying, this is the kind of monster you swap for the situation. Whatever you specifically need in that time, you know, for PvP, that's really going to vary depending on your need. But I think most of the time you go with the skill set that can block everything. You definitely need the team cleansing skill. Of all the skills, Fairy Mouse, for sure you need that. But we're going to go ahead and equip the cooldown immunity, the control immunity. And this just helps you have protection against everything. Honestly, as much as, like, yes, you have anticipation, but this is the kind of monster you can actually... Oh, nice. Reduction. This is the kind of monster you give 3 speed and you can actually go first in the turn order and just dominate like that. Oh, I'm not going to have level 10 runes, am I? I don't think I'm going to have that many. Let's see. Oh, not for all the monsters. So we'll see what I end up giving this monster. But you honestly, with this monster, activate your rune guard, activate whatever you need to. Team speed, you can go first and you're anti-deny. This is the ultimate anti-deny monster. Aside from being anticipation, it is the ultimate anti-deny monster. You have an answer for everything. You have an answer for torture. You have an answer for attackers, right? The pyrophobic shield. That being said, though, as good as this monster is on paper, I do wonder how useful it's going to be. Because, again, she's squishy. If we look at relics, even though she looks like she could have... Oh, wow. You even have access to, like, a Cane of Atlantis. So you're anti-stamina drain. Yeah, you're anti-everything. That's pretty awesome. If you wanted to, do you have an AoE damage skill? I don't think so, right? Your skills actually don't deal that much damage. Do we have an AoE? Multiple allies, one enemy. Oh, we don't have AoE, so you can't do, like, relics to drain enemy stamina. So here, let's just give her some survivability. And yeah, with the Cane of Atlantis, she's anti-stamina drain, anti-everything, so that's pretty cool. But that being said, as good as she seems on paper, she's support, I do wonder how effective she will be in most battles, because let's face it, you're aren't going to take this monster fully ranked up. You're not going to be able to. So the enemy might just, you know, like, if you battle Henrich, he's going to activate your cooldowns before you get to do cooldown immunity, and then you're kind of left not doing nothing, right? So it's a good monster on paper, but I do wonder how effective it's going to be. Nonetheless, I will take this monster out into PvP, and we will try her out. I'm going to hold off on doing the runes until I review the other monsters, at least the intro, and then we'll see how I re-rune everything to be able to maximize their strengths. Alright, so I was looking at PvP, and I was right. The monsters I'm facing right now are all fully ranked up, level 150, so of course we need to rank up all of our monsters and take them to their full capacity. So we're going to start things off with Chuckle Muckel. Alright guys, I'm excited because a lot of the base I've been fighting right now is Lindworm, okay? So we're going to see how this monster, if this monster is a good counter to Lindworm or not. I always mess this up, so let me just feed to 130 and then we'll go ahead and rank up. So yeah, I'm going to go with this skill set. I think it'll be fine. And in terms of rune setup, let me just show you the rune setup. I'm going to go 3 speed runes on this monster. So there's a level 10 rune there. Oh, I'm pretty sure I have more, right? There's a level 10 rune there. And there is another level 10 rune there. Alright, cool. So we're going to have to figure out a way to give level 10 runes to the other 2 monsters. I might have to sell one of the old monsters. Maybe I'll get rid of Iguanazar since he didn't impress me. Alright, so here we go. And let us go beyond. Rank up, and where are you, Chuckle? Alright, there we go. And speed up. Yes. Exit out. And final rank up. And there we go. Speed up. Yes. So here we have this monster at her full capacity. And we're going to take on those 150 Lindworm bases. Hopefully, there's also Vanal's bases as well. So I can show how she can counter. Alright, so now it's just going to be a matter of, like, using the right team with her. So let's go into multiplayer. Let's change this up. Let's change this, and let's put Chuckle Muckel there. We're going to give Chuckle the Cane of Atlantis. I actually lost one of my attacks because I thought Dana had Cane of Atlantis, but she didn't. So there we go. And then I'm just going to bring, not Undead Mr. Beast. Here, since we might potentially get rid of this monster, let's go ahead and bring him. Oh, I can't. I want to bring someone that has a team level 10. So let me swap this out. We'll give you a strength for now. Let's give it to... Who else has level 10 runes? I think, you know what? I use my Zyron the Ruby. So I think Zyron the Ruby is holding on to all the team speeds. So we're going to need those. And, oh my gosh, I can't swap. Oh, that's probably because someone has it. So let's see. Level 10, swap this. All right, this is going to take a while. I wish there was an easier way to swap. All right, so let's... Give me that level 10, please. Here's a strength. And then we'll do it one more time just so I can get another team speed. So there's team speed. Actually, that's fine. All right, so there's my attacker. And who else will I bring? Another attacker? Maybe a denier. Maybe like a Saya Miss, right? That way Saya Miss can activate cooldowns, and Saya Miss will... let's see. I don't know what the enemy's bringing. Maybe the enemy's just going to be way too fast for me, and I won't be able to deny. So I guess we'll see. Here's my Cane Sword. And let's put any body armor on him. All right, we're good to go. We'll see how this battle is. Skill set looks fine to me. I can activate cooldowns. All right, let's see. Chuckle Muckel. Let's do some battles. I am allowed to take this monster into PvP. However, I'm not allowed to win. And as I called it, there's the 150 bases. So this is going to be perfect. We can take monsters at their full potential. I go first. So again, I am immune to control from the get-go. Black Feather can do possession. Tabora can cleanse, though. This sucks. And then this monster has Megaton. So if Tabora wasn't there, what I would be able to do is just block the damage output, right? I would easily be able to do this skill right here. Not cooldown protection. I would be able to do this skill right here, immune to control to my whole team, which is anti-deny. So the only thing you have to watch out for is the churn order on how enemies are running. So a lot of times you will see Megaton with a Tabora or Ignis and then a denier. So maybe... if you ruin your monster, hey, maybe if I didn't put so much team speed and I would have gone second in the churn order, that would have been smarter for me. So what I'm going to do here is just remove the positive effect from Shelly. Already a maxed out Shelly, that's insane. So my favorite chick got trig disabled and then I got possessed. So again, I'm anti-deny, so if you can ruin it. The good thing about this monster is in a war scenario, you're going to be fine. In a war scenario, this won't happen because you can specifically ruin yourself to go first or second or wherever you need to in the churn order. So let me recharge, and then we'll just kind of play this battle out to see how it goes. So now my monster, you see all these negative effects, right? What does this skill do? Immune to control to our allies. So it's a good thing it has a 1-turn cooldown, so I can protect my team from control. Remember, this monster has access to those 0 cooldown skills, whereas immune to torture, immune to control, I mean cleansing torture, cleansing control. So definitely usable in that sense. Here, can't do anything. Have to recharge. Let's see. Stormbreaker, Frozen Vengeance. Here, we'll just do Stormbreaker. There we go. And then here we'll speed for this. And let's see how this plays out. Lost my monster. Here's where Fairy Mouse, which one blocks all but the fire elements. Removes negative effects from all allies. So it's just a cleansing skill to show off the cleansing. My monsters have no longer negative effects. I got hit with a torture, but my next skill can cleanse that away. So here, let's speed this up. And we'll do this skill. Applies immunity to torture and blocks all but fire. So unless he does favorite trick. Yeah, favorite trick. So Tabora Ignis, obviously monster you have to watch out for here. We'll try another battle, but we'll see. It's all about countering the enemy. So again, in a team war scenario, incredible monster. Yeah, see, there's always that Tabora base. How annoying. All right, so here we have Shelly. Yeah, Shelly, it's just a monster. I don't know how many players will actually run into Shellys, but definitely the top players, the players that really spend on the game, they're going to be maining Shelly like crazy. All right, so here's an example of an attacker going next, right? Laser Beam Sword. Oh my gosh. 2 super power runes, but I just go ahead and do this. I'm protected against curse, and I'm protected from the damage. Watch. Blast me. Fast as a shark. Nice, right? It's really cool how that fire protection helped me out, and I didn't even get hit with curse if he does curse or whatever he does. And here, let's remove your Megatons, and then we'll just attack. Charge. Look at that. I'm taking no damage, so it's... I really like this monster in that sense that you can control like that. Here, let's freeze Tabora. Oh, it's a miss. Don't I have... I probably lost my... Yeah, because I got trade disabled, huh? Alright, now what do I do? Because now I'm scared. Let's go ahead and cooldown protection I don't need. Immune to control I don't need. Fairy Mouse, cleansing. Yeah, I guess we'll just cleanse. Get my trades back in the game. Amber Dust, damage decrease. Immune to control I don't really need. Removes positive effects from one enemy. Let's get rid of those positive effects. Yeah, just really great support. Now I can do a CDA, assuming I stay alive. Laser Beam Sword kicks in. Ouch. Alright, so here I activate cooldowns across the board, so now I can kind of start turning the battle around. Alright, recharge on Shelly. I'm going for the head. Stormbreaker, apply shock. So he's obviously not that strong right now, the way I have him ruined. Which, does any of these do the Thunder Weakness? Yeah, going for the head. Let's go after the attacker. So Thunder Weakness, recharge. Alright, my amulet kicks in. Oh, look, I got the ult. So let's just do the alt, because it's not too often you get an alt. Removes negative effects and gives 100% life and stamina, so my monsters are going to reset, right? And then I'm also going to remove positive effects, so that immune to torture, the stamina regen, immune to torture, and they're all going to be trade disabled. So there's my ultimate. Check it out, reset on my team, trade disabled, positive effects removed on the enemy team. He can't attack me, so I don't need to protect my team. Let's just go with the immunity to control, not that they have any control skills. So we'll recharge there. Here, let's take control of you now that we can, because you're trade disabled. So yeah, just a fantastic support, anti-everything monster, really. Now I can do Stormbreaker. Yeah, my damage output is abysmal with a 1 level 10 rune. This Iguanazar needs to. Yeah, overall, I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of the setting up. I'm not a fan of all of that. This battle could probably keep going forever. Let's hope that they don't have my favorite trick. So here is the Pyrophobic Shield. Nope, my favorite trick, and then I get attacked. So yeah, I guess we'll just finish this battle. Let's actually try to potentially almost win it. Let's attack Tabora. Justar's Mask kicks in, and look, if I kill these two, they revive with the Revival Relics. SocialPoint has been releasing too much Revival monsters. Let's go ahead and cleanse negative effects. Alright, negative effects are gone. Recharge on you for my father. Frozen Vengeance. I guess we'll just do for my father, even though I had CDA on Tabora. Alright, Resurrect. Probably my favorite trick again. Yeah, Tabora loves that skill. Alright, let's do the... Doesn't really matter. Remember, you also have access to a life regen skill if you want to run it. 35% healing with a life regen on top of that. Ooh, I got blasted. Alright, let's hope I can stay alive. Yeah, my Unabortus armor kicked in. Best show on earth. Shock and Daze. Sure, why not? We'll Shock and Daze you. That way you don't... Yeah, charge, so that helped out. Oh, all these negative effects. Quicksand and everything. Why don't I just protect my team? Immune to torture. My shield. Alright, let's go ahead and finish off Tabora. There we go. Keen Sword kicks in as well. Yeah, this was a fun battle, to say the least. And then yeah, not that I need it anymore. So we can keep this going, but I think this is a battle I could potentially end up winning. And then going for the head, Frozen Vengeance. Here, let's even freeze you. Nope, the froze missed. A 50% chance to freeze will never land. It only works at that beginning stage. So we'll just exit out. But you get the idea, right? Anti-control, anti-stamina drain, anti-everything. Great support monster. I actually think she works better with speed if you have her going first. If not, again, most players aren't going to get her to 150, I imagine. In that case, you might have to team speed her, or maybe you still run her speed and just have her go second in the turn order with the immune to control and then just protect your team like that. In this case, the best thing to do is remove the Megaton. So if you don't need to remove, if you're going first, the best thing to do is just remove Megatons. There's Cosmic Grandma. What would have been nice to showcase there? Well, you know what I should have done? I should have protected my team from everything but fire-based attacks. That would have been smarter. Alright, let's do another battle. Alright, I hope I can find. So there's a strong attacker. So there's another a Hardy. Oh my gosh, Hardy's gonna be a while before Hardy goes. So let's go ahead and just cleanse that. Bye-bye Megaton. I'm not gonna do CDA. I'm not even gonna attack them. And then I'll just do the protection. So blocks all but fire, and I am protected from dots, so no curse. Alright, watch this. Fast as a shark, deals no damage, and then they're all support stuff, so blame. Alright, I might have to do more attacks to get some more competitive battles in. But you get the idea with this monster, right? Definitely, I think, works. Oh, she has a Tooth Fairy necklace. I just noticed that. Her tooth has a necklace. She definitely just works as anti-immune to control if you're facing super fast black feathers. Ah, there's a Lindworm. Finally, that's the monster I've been meaning to fight. So let's click fight. So again, he can churn transfer. I have anticipation. Transform to a baby. Nope, I have immune to control. And in this case, Tabora is not going first, so I'm going to protect my team by doing this. Which one is it? This one. Immune to control to all of my allies. So let's do that. So there, immune to control. What are you going to do, Lindworm? Nope, he single targeted me. Okay, he removed my positive effect single targeted. That's fine. And then I go in and I'm able to... Oh, shoot. I should have removed. My bad. I was going to do CDA, but I forgot. Solar Flare, so it is what it is. Now I can blast them with a water-based attack. So the good thing about Iguanazar against Solar Flare is, hey, you activate your Megatons, I'm going to decimate you. Bam, this is with 1 level 10 rune. Alright, I'm back in the game, so you can also activate cooldowns. So you know what, if I want to, I can protect my team from cooldowns. Although Tabora is probably going to go and cleanse, so it won't help, but let me just go ahead and do it. Cooldown protection to all allies. There we go, my favorite trick. Yeah, so now I can get turned into a baby. So... yeah, it's just the state of the game, guys. Oh, I think Adora was a baby. All right, let's speed that up. So now, see, now he's not afraid to turn transfer because I'm trade disabled. But before you were, Let's go ahead and remove negative effects from my team. That way I can get my anticipation back and get rid of the curse and all that. So yeah, great support. All right, Error Traveler, I got hit with single CDA. Let's only, what do we want to do? Immune to control, or what do you have? Yeah, let's go immune to control. Okay, we're good. Age Overseer, ha! It's blocked because I put my immune to control on. And then I can attack. Let's go, going for the head. Stormbreaker, Frozen Vengeance. I'm not even going to risk that. Let's attack Lindworm. Alright. And then let's see. I have to recharge. Amber does Sequence Bender. Man, I need a... Oh, no, I don't know if I'm going to survive. I need to set up that protection. Nope, I died. Alright, so yeah, guys, I mean, that's basically Chuckle Muckel in a nutshell. She's just she's the ultimate support monster. She's the ultimate anti-meta in the sense that you can rune her to go first, because she's the third fastest monster in the game. So you can run her to do the immune to control. You can rune her to do the immune to torture. If the enemy goes first into stamina drain, you have Cane of Atlantis, so you can recover stamina, then protect your team. You can protect against attackers, right? As we saw right now, if the enemy has a Vanoss, a Hardy, just running 3 Strength Runes, they have their Bomb Beta, Hardy base, whatever, you know, it's all about runing. It's all about, if the enemy, let's say the enemy has a super fast Ignis that just consume Virtue, then make yourself go second in the turn order. If you're running into, if you've kind of seen the stat of a lot of Ignises, run yourself to go second in the turn order and then set up that fire protection after Ignis already does consume Virtue. So it's all about making that proper setup and you'll be good to go. So I gotta say, I really, really like Chuckle Muckel in terms of support. But again, I wonder how effective most players will actually be able to utilize her, because it depends on what runes you invest in her and everything. So I'm interested to hear what you guys think about Chuckle Muckel. Let me know in the comments below. Super, super curious to hear what you guys say. Once again, a huge thanks to SocialPoint for letting me review this monster. Any and all thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.